The CBS action drama starring former Criminal Minds star Shemar went out with a bang in its Season 5 finale, leaving fans with a very important question. Will SWAT be getting a new season? But fans can relax, since the series was renewed. Keep watching to find out everything we know so far. Let's begin. First up is SWAT Season 6 happening. The CBS's procedural action drama was the lowest-rated scripted show renewed for the 2020-21 broadcast season, but it's held on till now. The series' move to the Friday time slot ended up being good for it, and it gained a lot of new fans. While its subsequent move to a late Sunday time slot might have affected the ratings again, the show gained enough fans to keep it going. So while fans were nervous as to whether they would get to see their favorite team on the screen again, they can relax now, because SWAT Season 6 is indeed happening. With this, the series joins a number of action and crime shows also recently renewed for a new season, including NCIS, NCIS Los Angeles, NCIS Hawaii, and CSI Vegas. But the announcement is special because it comes ahead of the series' 100th episode, a memorable milestone for every show. Since the series barely escaped getting cut due to ratings in its 4th season, fans were pretty nervous about its future, but its time slot change ended up being good for it and increased its popularity. Now that fans can finally stop holding their breath, we're sure everyone's curious about the details of the newly announced Season 6. When can you expect SWAT Season 6 to be released? The series stars Shemar as Sergeant Daniel Hondo Harrelson, a former Marine who was born and raised in Los Angeles. In a blatant attempt at improving relations with the community, he is given a promotion in order to have a black team leader and heads a last-stop special weapons and tactics unit. The series follows him and his team at the LAPD as they solve cases and fight crime. The show garnered particular attention for dealing with sensitive matters, as it aired at a time when tensions between the police and African-American community were at their height, the Black Lives Matter protests. Other than Shemar, current SWAT stars include Jay Harrington as David Deacon K, Alex Russell as newcomer James Jim Street, Lena Esco as K-9 trainer Christina Chris Alonzo, Kenny Johnson as the team mechanic, and former driver Dominique Luca, and David Lim as former Vice Squad member Victor Tan. Also overseeing the team is Patrick Saint-Esprit as Commander Robert Hicks. Since the renewal was only recently announced, there hasn't yet been an official notice on when we can expect the new season to air. Following previous schedules, you can anticipate it to hit the screens sometime in October or November of this year. Currently, the show is airing as it fast approaches a high-stakes season finale, where the SWAT team rushes to protect the city, and quite possibly the country, from a devastating terror attack. What is the expected episode count for SWAT Season 6? As SWAT fans rejoice over the renewal of the show, they now move on to another important question. How much more SWAT will they be getting? Everyone wants to watch their favorite crime-fighting team on the screen for as long as possible. Unfortunately, we can't give you a perfect answer right now, but if previous trends are to be followed, the new season will have at least 20 episodes and quite possibly more. This assumption is based on the fact that every season of SWAT has had 21 to 23 episodes, with the exception being Season 4, and that only happened because of the COVID-19 pandemic, which gripped the world at the time of its airing in 2020. On top of that, each new episode is expected to be around an hour long, making sure fans are able to have their fill of SWAT. SWAT Season 6 cast. Of course, everyone's favorite actor, Shemar, will be returning as the central character in SWAT Season 6. His role is especially important, as the show constantly touches on the sensitive relationship between the public and the police force, and features his character promoted to team leader in order to have a black person as the face of the team to alleviate tensions. If all goes well, the rest of the team is also expected to return, with actors Alex Russell, Jay Harrington, Lena Esco, Kenny Johnson, David Lim, and Patrick Saint-Esprit reprising their respective roles. There has, however, been some apprehension among fans regarding the final episode of Season 5. This is because the episode is ambiguously titled Farewell, making fans nervous the producers might kill off one of the central characters as they undertake a dangerous mission to protect the people. Sony Pictures and CBS Studios will continue to host the show, with executive producers Sean Ryan, Justin Lin, Neil Moritz, Marnie Hochman, Pavun Shetty, Billy Gearhart, Andy Detman, and Paul Bernard also expected to return. Potential plot lines in SWAT Season 6. With the biggest worry of whether the series will get renewed finally out of the way, fans are now worried if one of their beloved team members will end up passing away in the Season 5 finale, featuring them taking on a terrorist group in the heart of Los Angeles. Maybe the issue will be resolved, but the bigger chance is that the next season will start with dealing with the aftermath of the plot and possibly pursuing the same culprits. Really, these sorts of episodes rarely end without a cliffhanger. Since the finale is featuring such a disastrous event, the series will be hard-pressed to come back with something bigger and better in the upcoming season. Keeping that in mind, fans can definitely expect more high-stakes cases and maybe even some conspiracies. Of course, the plot lines are still expected to continue touching on important issues, since the series' whole premise is based on a sensitive matter, which they've tackled with admirable tact. Where can you watch Season 6? Since the last season, the series had begun to average around 6.6 million total viewers, so it's no surprise that it was renewed, despite some rocky moments along the way. For fans wondering where to watch, the first way to watch the newest season of SWAT will be when it airs weekly on CBS. This is currently every Sunday at 10 p.m., but these timings might change with the new season, so it's best to wait for the official notice. Just last season, the show was moved to Paramount Plus with the Amazon Prime Video add-on. The show's first 3 seasons can be binged on Hulu Plus, and if that isn't your style, the series is also available on Netflix. In other news, why actor Shemar left the set of Criminal Minds. Before we knew him as the dashing SWAT team leader Daniel Hondo Harrelson Jr., a whole other group of fans saw him as the iconic Derek Morgan on the long-running crime show Criminal Minds, which saw its end in 2020 with its 15th and final season after a 15-year run. And for 11 of those seasons, we saw Moore as Derek Morgan, a supervisory special agent with the FBI. A relatively lighthearted character, his story took a dark turn when he was kidnapped and tortured. When his pregnant wife was shot, he left the force to be with his family. But why did the actor make his exit from the show after being there since the very first episode? To put it simply, Moore felt that he had done enough on the set of Criminal Minds. The actor said that he had explored every side of the character and portrayed him in the best manner possible, but it was time for him to move on to new projects. Nowadays, Moore stars on the CBS show SWAT, which was recently renewed for a 6th season. He also voiced Cyborg or Victor Stone on several DC direct-to-video animated movies and appeared as character Malcolm Winters on the CBS opera The Young and the Restless. Next, fans and CBS's SWAT wish Shemar Moore a happy birthday. Just a few weeks after the happy news of the CBS show SWAT's renewal for a 6th season, its lead actor Shemar Moore also celebrated his 42nd birthday on April 20th, and well wishes poured in from his fans. The official SWAT Twitter account wished him with the tweet "Happy birthday to the man, the myth, the legend," while telling him not to run off to Mexico again. Following this, tweets from Moore's many fans wished him a wonderful day with his family. Up next, Shemar Moore and SWAT cast celebrates renewal of show for a 6th season. CBS's official Instagram account posted a video to celebrate the show's renewal for a new season. The video featured Moore in front of the cast of SWAT, thanking fans of the show for loving them from all over the world, ending with an enthusiastic "Roll SWAT Season 6." Moore also posted a video on his personal Instagram and Twitter, telling viewers to be ready for a whole new season of kicking ass with the team. That's a wrap for this video. Will you be tuning in to the new season? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.